Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rise of Kingdom livestream. This is your boy Legend Ronnie, and today we have the grand final of the Osiris League Season 5. Obviously, we are expecting to be some of the great matches of this Osiris League. The champions of the champions that defeated other champions are now clashing each other. So it should be the most exciting game ever from this Osiris League. We'll find out soon enough which one is the true champion. 1V or 60 GT. All right. Let's get this here. So that part is done. The game is going to start in 6 minutes and 20 seconds. How about your KVK? Which KVK? The Silva, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I place 4K on 60 GT. They better win. Well, I don't know what to say. 1V is a force of nature as well. It is very tough, even though the betting is looking on 60 GT favor. I still believe that this is pretty balanced. I mean, think about it, that 1V is from Kingdom 1034. I mean, they played from the first arc of Osiris. I mean, their experience is undeniable. Obviously, 60 GT, I'm pretty sure that is formed of a lot of older players as well, not really new players. But still, I think that 1V has a lot more experience fighting very skilled teams. This makes a difference. When you fight really skilled teams, that's how you fine-tune your skills as well. Yago, how are you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. 2155 KVK, Lucky Adrian, my apologies. In 2155 we had the pass for opening. It was one-sided on our side, it was one-sided on the other side, so it wasn't really much fighting. It's 50-50, exactly. This is going to be a 50-50 game. There's no one to bet on. I mean, it's pure luck, to be honest. If 60 GT really wins, it's not because people really know something. I would say that it's just a bit more maneuverability, better skills from one side and the other side. Some UCS members are in GT team. I know about that. I know. Madness, how are you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. 60 GT, go, go, go. Everybody wants 60 GT to win. You have to think about it that both of these teams, they beat all the champions. I mean, I don't know what to say. I think the first game is going to be very tight. People just like 60 GT a lot, that's it. I think they like them because they won 1 versus 3. And 60 GT was able to flex their power against some A kingdoms. And Flage made sure to flash that out in as many live streams as possible. So I'm guessing that that can be a good factor. I mean, obviously they are monsters. There's no denial about that. I should have bet on 1V then. Too late now. No, I think it's a 50-50. I can't say who's going to win, to be honest. But we can tell from this game, which team is going to win the next one. Because I think if one team is going to manage to completely dominate the other team, and the game is going to end up, let's say, a 30,000 to 40,000, like a 10,000 difference, then we'll pretty much know who's going to win the next one as well. Although these are champions team, these are the best of the best that you can get from Rise of Kingdoms in terms of Osiris League. I mean, if these teams are not able to do a close game, a close points game, to be like, I don't know, 1,000 difference game, I don't know who else could. I mean, their experience and their strategy, commitment, the players they have, it's top notch. It's the best of the best. So I would expect a very close game, like a 1,000 points, 1,500 difference maximum or less. Like maybe even a couple of 100 points, like just some small things here and there about some outposts, who took more outposts, who done maybe a little bit more gathering, or that's what I expect from this game, to, you know, keep us jaw dropping and keep us hyped for 52 minutes or how long this game is gonna be. That's what I want, and that's what I expect as well. 1V never lost middle arc fight, so 60 GT also. So it's all about middle fight. It's impossible to dominate buildings game. I think both teams, they know it's about the middle game. It's not so much about the building. So let's see which team is gonna perform much better. Who wins against JST can also defeat 60 GT. I think we all thought that JST are unbeatable until they met 1V. All my coins are on 1V. I am sure they can do it. Ooh, there you go. Dear 60 GT, please let 1V win first round so we can buy all the stuff in the shop. I can't believe this. Yasdin, what? Thank you very much for your donation, brother. Welcome to the stream. All right, buckle up, get ready, get your popcorn ready, get your beverage ready. 25 seconds, and this thing is about to get real. Come on, I want to see a crazy Osiris League game. 1v go. Let's see. 5, 3. Right, so we are in, ladies and gentlemen. 1V versus 60 GT. Both got 3 stars. Oh my god. 1V was champion once. 60 GT was champion twice. Oof. Sleepy Owl, Peanut Bunny. Who is going to be the best? In 2 minutes and 20 seconds, the fight is going to start, and nothing can stop this game. Nothing and nobody can stop this game. Well, maybe EMP. 1V versus 06HS. Final round. $60 GT completely crushed 61HX. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, but like I said, these are 1V is a very strong team. 1V has only fought strong teams. This is the point what I was trying to say earlier. You know, while 60 GT in the rounds that they are playing, you know, I'm not saying that they are not good teams, but the experience, the highest arc experience, Osiris experience, is in the first realm, and that's where 1V was born. You feel me? But obviously, They are a force to consider. So let's see which is going to be the best. Which team will do the best maneuvers, the best gathering, the best of the best. Now is the time to shine. OV, Song, JST, OneV, beat all. Exactly, and those are teams to consider, right? Who did you bet on? I put 10 coins on OneV. 60GT is ex-UCS. They have experience. Of course they do. It's undeniable that they have experience, but it's the team they fought in the realms they were in. That's what you need to understand, Hydra. 15 seconds. Prepare for battle. $10? Well, yeah, exactly, just 10. If you didn't know, if you don't bet anything, you can buy everything from the shop except the statue. So why should I risk my coins to bet? In-game voice for final. Well, you should hear the in-game voice. You want me to up the in-game voice? Alright, there you go. Let me know if the in-game voice is high enough. If you want it a little bit lower, I'll lower it. So tier 1's out of the gate right away. Yunuts, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Fast capture for the obelisk. Let's see how is GT starting. Definitely tier 1's. And there is Ishida over there. Not Ishida, I'm sorry, that's Honda. It's double C and Honda. Oof, that was a nice line over there. There was 2 tiles, there was the outpost, and now there is a tile again. And he's gonna go straight for the obelisk. I think it would have been faster if it would have gone straight instead of going there for 10 seconds haste departure. Anyway, this is small things at the beginning. It doesn't make any difference. So the first obelisk has been captured by 60GT. And hard push used by both teams, and 60GT is a little bit later on the hard push. I'm not sure if you're noticing, but this obelisk is gonna take an extra minute than the 1V obelisk. 1V used it right before they entered the obelisk. Slight delay over here from 60GT. Is the adrenaline pumping in and they are getting shaky a little bit, or what? There's definitely going to be a bit of delay over there, but in this side usually the blue team gets later, so in theory it's not going to be a big delay for them. Still, this one could have been captured much faster. We have 1 minute and 36 here, 1 minute and 15, so pretty equal, but still right now I would say that 1V has a slight advantage. Let's see how the rest of the game is going to be. And 1V going for a big push on the desert altar. I'm expecting that GT is going to do the same, going for a big push on the desert altar. 1V is already in position with some double C marchers and some other cav marchers ready to defend. Oof. Bold move. But I guess the rally is already in. Right, so don't think he will be able to do anything. Tiger is already in position to defend the sky altar. Big mobilization over here from 60GT, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, 1V is already in position to take some of the damage. Oh, he just wants to take a TP spot. Interesting move. 1V has cancelled the rally and they wanna keep some TP spots busy. I would rather go for the Shrine of Life. This is an Archer rally. Who is that? It's Nebu and Cyrus, not Cyrus and Nebu. Okay. But 60GT is already going in that direction with cabs Scouts versus Archers is not gonna end well. Let's see, the battle has already started here on the bottom side. 1V is going heavy and is already pummeling 60 GT marchers. Basically 60 GT is defending on this side, but it is going offensive on the other side, and I do have to say that 1V presence is pretty significant here in defense. Outposts are being lit, so I'm supposed that there is rallies and there is marches garrisoning, and that guy is sleeping and not reinforcing. Hello. You should get inside. Maybe he has a march in and he can't get with the other march. I don't know, or maybe he just wants to capture the outpost after it's being taken. You never know. GT managed to take one of the outposts here, so just the usual beginning at the start. Let's see who is winning the murder ball over here. It looks too much blue, if you want to ask me. And considering that this is the GT offensive, it's definitely not looking good. I mean, look at the sad faces going back. It's no bueno. Even though that's some fast fingers, yo. If you look at the map, that's definitely some fast fingers. They managed to get into 4 buildings. Wow. Even though they have no marchers, but they definitely went in really, really fast. They put a march inside the Shrine of Life as well. So very, very fast start from 60 GT, but in the end, they all went down. Right. So looks like the Shrine of Life might just go the first capture for 1V. Overall, if I have to say, I would say that 1V had a much better start than 60 GT. So maybe I knew what I was saying at the beginning when I was saying that building is going down. Is definitely going down. There is a lot of 1V marchers and still plenty of health marchers, even though looks like 60 GT is trying to reinforce that. 48 seconds, 45 seconds for the first capture. Nope, 1V will not take it. The swarm is very, very small. So nice defensive on this one from 60 GT, but 60 GT performed not so well on offensive on the desert altar. And now they are going middle. Everybody's going middle. 5 minutes and a half until the first arc, and they are already going middle. But the first occupation for the Shrine of Life goes to 1V, so that tiny bit of points at the start, you know, those itsy bitsy things at the start that might just make the difference on the long run. If they would have dedicated those marchers for the desert altar, they could have taken the desert altar, but that also would have been a big risk. So they preferred to go for smaller points. They lost it? I don't think they lost it. They managed to take the first capture. I think they did. They did, alright. So it's 3,200. Yeah, 1V is leading. They managed to take the first capture because, I mean, that building was full. Now it's all about the arc. Considering that we know both teams, 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I think it's gonna be everything about the arc. This Shrine of Life is in trouble. Marchers went in. It's looking very good. It's gonna survive. Still, 1V is a tiny bit in leading right now on points. Let's see how the middle game is gonna go. And they have an extra outpost, which is also generating points. Maybe they got the first capture of some of those outposts as well. Ooh, a Monitor and Artemisia. A lot of archers from 1V. Many archers. Guan and Leo, Guan and Leo, Guan and Leo. Man, plenty of Guan and Leo. They don't like Alex too much. Now the whole point is AoE. Guan does fast skill damage. Oh, that desert altar doesn't look good. That desert altar doesn't look good. Looks like 60 GT might just be doing something over here. I smell some points disruption for 1v right now. There is not enough reinforcements, and that was it. Points disruption. And they has done it. 1 rally and 2 marchers to swarm, and that was it. Now 1v is heavily mobilizing middle, which means that GT might just get back the difference of points right now. 1v, go, go, go. Make me rich, 1v. I will become billionaire. 10k coins. Bet on. John R, hello, welcome to the stream and everybody else. Let's go 1v. I support you with all my coins. You're supporting yourself, bruh. Still big mobilization from 60 GT in the middle right now. I would say that 1v doesn't have the same amount of marchers at the moment. We will see how things are gonna play out later on. But this desert altar is generating points for 60 GT right now, and 1v, they do not care about this. And they is trying to cause damage as much as they can, as much as he can with his marchers, to try to damage their marchers. Looks like we have a rally going for the desert altar, and more and more marchers going middle. Looks like 60 GT is preparing for a move. 1 minute and 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see which is going to be the first team. They will be able to destroy the other team's murder ball. 2 of the best team in Ark of Osiris from Rise of Kingdoms are about to clash for the Ark of Osiris. There's gonna be sparkles. There's gonna be blood. And looks like 1v just lost another altar. I mean, WTF to that. And there you go, the move of 1v to take the Shrine of War right before the middle battle has started. But looks like 60 GT, they've done their homework. And looks like they are defending this Shrine of War to not lose it, to not lose those extra bonuses. So that is not going to work. I'm going to put simplified graphics so I make sure I don't get kicked off the game. 60 GT and 1v are now battling for the dominance of the Ark of Osiris. I see a lot of blue over there. I see a lot of sad faces going away from both sides. This is going to be pretty interesting. Which team is going to win? Knowing that both teams, they know what they're doing about the middle fight. Pretty equal and pretty balanced score right now. So with those 2 points disruption from 60 GT, they brought the balance on points right now, ladies and gentlemen. So it's all about this arc. It's all about which team will be able to capture this arc, and it has appeared. Let's see if 60 GT has those fast fingers they are having. 1v has captured it. 1v has captured it and is dragging it. Oof. Oof. Go, go. No, he's getting it. He is definitely getting it. I'm not sure if you're all noticing, but it looks like the marchers are diminishing pretty equally on both sides. Someone else is grabbing the arc right now. I think it's going to be a 1v again. Let's see. Yep, it's 1v again, capturing the arc, and looks like 60 GT is diminishing. So all those points disruption on those 2 buildings, they can fly out the window right now, because 1v is taking the first arc, ladies and gentlemen. Very close. Considering the marchers that are left in the middle right now, it was very close. Those extra marchers that 60 GT dedicated for those 2 altars might have made the difference here in the middle right now. So GG. So did 60 GT worth it? Those 2 altars balance the points, get a few more points extra. Considering that 1v right now is going to get the first arc, maybe not so much. They should have done the same thing, dedicate all their marches in the middle. Hold arc 1v. Simplify graphics off. Yes, the middle fight has ended. We can turn off the simplify graphics. I wonder if they will hold the arc. That will be very interesting. Wow, this player is going back. I'm not sure that is worth it. I would just go and smash my marches on something. Davox, how are you doing? Thank you very much for becoming a member to the channel. Welcome to Legends Army. Hell yeah, 1v, my queen drama. 1v will win Horus. It's just harder than Anubis. There is a rally being sent by 1v, but there is no support over there, no reinforcement, so I doubt that the rally will do a lot of damage. There's marches going in to get smashed, to refresh and send more out. On this side they're going in defensive. Big push from 60 GT right now on the Shrine of Life. Only few marches from 1v over there defending. So this might just be a very successful push from 1v. They are using Attila and Nevsky. Interesting choice. Xi and Nevsky. From 1v, there is just one march there. Edward and Tomiris to swarm the rally, to debuff the rally. Very, very good move. Let's see how it's happening on this side. Our Bertrand has failed. Or maybe that rally was sent just to weaken the marchers. That can be an also good point. Trying to just send the rally, weaken their marchers, and after that smash them. And 1v is holding the arc. People were asking, they were saying 1v should hold the arc. They are holding the arc. They are behind by 1000 points, which means, if you didn't know, I probably said this a couple of times in some of the other games, when a team is behind in points, they generate more skills. As you know, that bar that is filling up to do skills, it all depends on the points. So if you're behind on points, even that they have the arc, they generate more points, which means that basically they are behind on points on the scoreboard, but overall they are not behind on points and they are generating more skills. So that's a very nice tactic. And as I was saying, on the Shrine of Life, there was very few marches from 1v around the Shrine of Life. 60 GT was very successful to cause some points disruption. Although 1v was successful on the Shrine of War. GG on that one. And let's see how is this one doing. There you go, the one march that was debuffing, it just made this rally fail. And it was only 3 marches there anyway, so it wasn't a full rally. A decent offensive on the Shrine of Life, but it seems that there is enough marches there going to reinforce. Points disruption on 1v, I mean, come on, they have the arc, they have all their marches close by. How can this still happen? So again, looks like 60 GT is striking back. Like I said, very strong and powerful teams clashing. Champions that defeated champions. But there you have it. 60 GT is countering. I would say a decent push from 1v over here, but not a whole lot of marches, to be very honest. This will definitely fail. 60 GT will 100% defend this. Let's see what is the situation over here. Big push from 60 GT, and looks like 1v is kind of melting over here. That building is gonna go down. This looks like a super fresh swarm right now. The Jadwiga has seen better days. It's not looking good. More points disruption for 1v. That arc is not gonna mean a lot very soon. And there you go, the building just went down. Sad faces over sad faces. Pretty interesting comeback from 60 GT right now. making that arc to not mean a lot. 210 versus 480. 60 GT will soon generate enough points. I'm not sure what 1V is doing. Where are their marshals? So they went back to take the Shrine of Life and they are preparing for an offensive on the Sky Altar. So definitely they need to do that to try to counter the same thing that 60 GT is doing. Rally being sent, rally being swarmed. CNFski, they should have sent something a little bit stronger if you wanna ask me, to make sure that it would be able to tank for longer. We definitely need more reinforcements or that rally might just go down. Big swarm on the garrison, but it seems that there is reinforcements coming in. Looks like plenty of calves coming in from 60 GT. Oh yeah, oh look at that, look how many calves is there. But there is a double C in garrison. I hope that is just temporary. I really hope that it's just temporary. I hope that 60 GT, wow, that was just temporary. Now is a Jadwiga, there is a Jadwiga back. That was close, yo. That was super close, and look, the rally is going down. And I think that this will fail. There's plenty of 60 GT marches around. Looking at the points, there is just 1,600 lead. 1V is still on the lead with the current arc, but 60 GT right now is cooping back a lot of the points they lost. I'm telling you. And look at that. 60 GT preparing for another push, sending another rally. I suppose CNFski, the usual. Doesn't seem to be a lot of reinforcements in that Sky Altar. They are going for the swarm, take down the rally. More marchers coming in from 1V. Is it just me, or 1V is kind of turning into a defensive strategy? Nope, not really. But not big offensives. Not big offensives from 1V. Let's see what they are managing to do over here on this one. 60 GT defended. Look at the points. 1,800 lead. So right now that arc that 1V is holding might just not mean a lot. Is that the strategy of 1V? And they're still going for this Shrine of War instead of heavily pushing on the Sky Altar. A very interesting move. Well, it does, the Shrine of War, it does eliminate them from having extra stats, attack and defense. I'm not sure if really those extra stats make such a big difference. They managed to win the middle without it. It seems to me that both teams are doing the same strategy they used to do. None of them are kind of adapting, except 60 GT. I think 60 GT is the only team that has been adapting from their strategy and trying to counter what 1V is doing. I think that 1V is doing the same strategy. They haven't changed anything on their strategy. Go 1V. Ayush, how are you doing? Hello, welcome to the stream. 60 GT mode, Cyan. Attila Nevsky doing some serious damage. Attila and Nevsky doesn't do damage, but they can't be swarmed. Exactly. That's the reason they're using Attila and Nevsky, to hope that they will punish the marches that are swarming. That's why 60 GTs keep doing Attila and Nevsky, because it kills the swarm, or at least the theory is that it's gonna kill the swarm. Go Stella! Swarm the Shrine of War. Go bro, swarm, bro, go. Alright, so they finally took it down and caused some points disruption. And looks like 1V has delivered the arc about a minute ago. My apologies, I was paying attention to something else. So right now they are only with 800 points in lead. So GT has recuperated most of the points. If they get the next arc, we might just see the first win for GT, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see who is going to get the next arc, because that can be the decisive. Keeping the rally there so they don't refresh marches. Another giant push from 60 GT on the Sky Altar. 1V is trying to fight the Murder Ball first, and now they're going for the Swarm. I would have just fight the Murder Ball, weaken the marchers more, and reinforce the garrison, keep the rally there. Oh wow, something we missed. This Sky Altar points disruption for 60 GT. So right now there is only 800 points leading by 1V. Still a decent lead, not very big, just a decent lead. 60 GT managed to get back all that points from the arc that they lost. And now they are preparing for the middle, almost 6 minutes until the next arc is gonna spawn, and looks like 60 GT is heavily mobilizing middle. Good defense here from 60 GT. Let's see if they manage to hold this building, or there's gonna be more points disruption from 1V. What is going to happen over here? Still plenty of marches swarming, and looks like they managed to take it down. And more points disruption for 60 GT. So even that 1V they lost a little bit after they got the first arc, looks like right now they are cooping back some points as well. Like I said, both teams are force of nature, something to consider. So far it has been a great game, very great game. Garrison back in position, march going in for reinforcements. The Sky Altar is going to hold. How did they lose the Sky Altar? They had so many marches here. That's very interesting. Desabalos, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Yo, yo. Hello, legend. Hello, welcome. Go, go, 1V. 1V to the moon. Everybody wants 1V to win. 60 GT, big gathering in the middle. 1V is gathering as well. 30 minutes left of the game, and 1V is leading by solid 1,700 with the recent points per minute disruption that were caused to 60 GT. 1V is going back on the leaderboard and is leading by almost 2,000. That was a very nice comeback from 1V, because I was really believing at some point that 1V has lost it, that 60 GT is completely dominating on the buildings 1V, but no, 1V just showed that they can come back. They said, no, we know the building game too, just wait for it. And now it's all going to be about the middle game, and let's see which team is gonna perform better. Is 60 GT gonna do the same maneuvers to try to launch rallies on the altars to cause some points disruption while they're fighting in the middle, or they will just send everything in the middle? Three minutes until the arc is going to spawn. I don't see any major movements on the buildings. The only major movements that I see is people going middle, and look at the train of marchers going middle, ladies and gentlemen. Rallies being sent. The same strategy from 1V, trying to take the Shrine of War before the middle fight when all the marches are in the middle and there's no reinforcements. But there is actually a Zenobia over there waiting to get in, and there is also a march to reinforce. Desabalos, mulțumesc pentru donație. Big shout out to Kingdom 2064. Rally going in, 3 marches to swarm, actually 6 marches to swarm, so they're definitely going to take this Shrine of War. So they want 60 GT to lose those tiny bonuses, 5 attack and 5 defense. Let's see if that is going to pay off. 2 minutes until the battle for the middle, the dominance for the middle is going to start. No buildings are being lit, which means Everybody is in the middle right now. And 1V leading by 2,000 points. Solid 2,000 points. Xiangyu and William is lost. Tiger. And we know you are a tiger, but you're about to go into a pack of wolves. As tiger as you are. Battle of Ark. Oh wow. 1V is going back. I mean, this is interesting. Is letting 60 GT to gain territory. There is 1 minute until this Ark is going to spawn. And looks like they don't want to engage. Very interesting. There was a rally on the Shrine of Life. Points disruption. Let's see what is happening over here. Oh, this is why they didn't went in. This is why they didn't want to went in. They wanted to wait until this Shrine of War is going down. And look at that 1V. Look at that synchronization. They already popped the buffs and they are going in. They waited for that Shrine of War to go down, and now 1V is going in. This is going to be very interesting. 60 GT just used to the death. And war drums. I'm going to pop simplify graphics. I want to make sure I don't get kicked off the game. And 1V using Heaven's Grace again. Why are they using Heaven's Grace so soon? The marchers are fully healed. I don't get it. Maybe I'll get an explanation one day. Why is Heaven's Grace used so soon? So let's see if To the Death will pay off. Because 60 GT just used it. And 1V just used Heaven's Grace. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Looks like 1V has captured the Ark. They captured the Ark, ladies and gentlemen. And I see a lot of sad faces going back from 60 GT. A lot of... Look at the train of sad faces. There is also a train of sad faces from 1V. Looks... I would say almost equal, but it's too much blue right now. Sad faces going going back from both sides. Let's see which team is going to actually win this. 60 GT managed to capture the Ark, but it also lost control of the Ark. Who is the next one who's going to capture the Ark? Will To the Death pay off or not? That is the question. Is 60 GT getting cleaned in the middle? Like a mop on the floor, cleaning everything. And looks like it seems to be only blue left right now, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe a couple of red, and that's it. GG to 1V for securing the second Ark, the Masters of Ark of Osiris. 1V is just beast in the middle. They never lost. How do they even manage to click capture the Ark? Well, first of all, you can click on the left corner and then you can press escort. And two, when you drag and drop over this, it's a green circle. It's a different circle than when you're hitting marches. There's two ways how you can get the Ark when it's so many marches over there. This Ark is going to be 3,500 points, and 1V is right now a solid lead of 2,000 points. If they hold this Ark, there is going to be about 10 minutes and a half, so 8 minutes. There's going to be 2 minutes and a half to deliver the last Ark. Thanks GT fans for your coins. It's not over yet. It's definitely not over yet. 1V took the second Ark, but it is not over yet. Let's see how this is gonna pan out, because 60 GT, they definitely know how to counter. Let's see if they will manage to counter this pretty well. Marches going in to hold the Shrine of Life longer to generate more points, and most likely more marches gonna go in as well. Big push from 60 GT. Not many marches from 1V over there. Let's see how this is gonna play out. And obviously 1v going offensive on the Sky Altar. It wouldn't surprise me if the altars from 1v will fall. Let's see if that is going to be the situation. Interesting to notice, none of the teams did obelisk rallies for extra ports. That's very true. JJ, how are you doing? Let's go 1v. I bet all on 1v. Tons of coins will be redeemed. Well, they need to win first. If they win, you will redeem coins. I will redeem some as well. Maybe about 100 coins if they win. Right. Obviously, the desert altar failed. There was a big murder ball over there from 60GT. And like I said, it would not surprise me if both altars will go down, and both altars went down. Arc going back. The marchers from 1v were all banged up. It was pretty normal that they would have lost some of the buildings. 60GT, they definitely know how to counter. They don't get immortalized for losing an arc or two. Right now the scoreboard is still in favor of 1v. They still have the arc, so definitely the points, it is in their favor. 60GT is not stopping, pressing forward. Let's see how 1v will respond to this, to try to get back on their A game, get their buildings back and start going offensive. Because right now 60GT is all about being offensive and trying to put pressure on 1v. I'm just not sure how much that is working. All the marchers are pretty weak. Reinforcements going in the building, which technically it should hold. Oh, we have 1 reinforcements, 2 reinforcements. Okay, so that building is definitely going to survive. 1v already going offensive. They're trying to get back the offensive game. Let's see how it's happening on this building. Yep, they are already just going offensive. Nice counter from 1v on the buildings. Oh, there is a Mehmed in Garrison, which I didn't saw that, but I saw it and he was captured. And no, Mehmed and or Double C, they are not good Garrison, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen it now on the Osiris League, the grand finals. If you didn't see it anywhere else. No disrespect, but 1v had a harder realm than GT. Well, that's very true. That realm is definitely the hardest. So 60GT, they trying to bring back the balance on points right now. If you look at the points per minute, is in favor of 60GT, 590 points per minute. They are definitely recuperating a lot of points because 1v is still recovering from that middle fight. Overall, they delivered the arc? No, they have the arc. I thought they delivered the arc. They have the arc, which is 3,500 points plus another 700. That's, you know, solid 4k points that puts them on the lead. And still going offensive. Now they're getting back on their A game, causing some suppression for 60GT. GT is grouping up again, obviously to try to cause more points disruption on the altars. Very important structures to cause points disruption. 1v struggling to get back this to get this desert altar, but that murder ball looks very weak. 60GT will definitely defend this altar. On this side, again, the murder ball from 1v is not very big. It looks like a solid win for 60GT over here to defend the Sky Altar. How is it happening on this desert altar? Rallies being sent. Marchers coming in. More marchers coming in. Ready for the swarm. That looks like a small march. That's not a full march. Yo, you can visibly tell that that is not a full march. Look, this is a full march. That is not a full march. Point disruption on the Shrine of War and attack and defense. That 60 GT lost overall. Let's see, is OneV getting back on their A game. 440 points per minute versus 510. They are definitely getting back in the game. Still leading because of the arc. Very powerful swarm from 60 GT right now on this desert altar. The health bar looks pretty solid. And plenty of marchers over there to reinforce. It seems to be another Jadwiga going in. Yep, that's gonna be a solid defense by OneV over there. And no, the Sky Altar was disrupted as well. GG to OneV. Big points disruption over here on the top side. All 4 buildings have been captured by OneV. Well, not fully captured, but under their control. 60 GT will definitely try to get this back. Jadwiga in garrison. More marchers coming in to reinforce. Looks like a solid health over there on that garrison. They just need more reinforcements because right now this is a big swarm from 60 GT and a healthy swarm. If they really want to keep that, they need more marchers. Let's see what is happening on this altar. Will 60 GT manage to take down this altar? No, they are not managing to take down this altar. Not enough marchers from 60 GT to take down this altar. It seems to be holding. Even though more reinforcements, otherwise that is gonna go down. That looks very thin right now, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's gonna go down. It went down. Not enough reinforcements in the Sky Altar, so points disruption for OneV as well. Still, right now, if we're looking at the points per minute, OneV is getting back on their A game, on their building game. 440 versus 280, so they're generating more points per minute, plus the arc they are having in reserve of 3,500 plus the 1,000 lead. There's still a solid lead for OneV right now. $60 GT, they took OneV's desert altar, but looks like OneV is trying to pay back with the same coin. Although I don't think there is enough marchers to take back this Sky Altar from 60 GT. Let's see how this is gonna play out. Big murder ball forming over here from OneV, trying to get back their own desert altar. So right now, if we're looking at the map, 60 GT is dominating on the buildings. I would say that so far it has been super even on the buildings. Maybe a slight in 60 GT favor. I would say that 60 GT has done a little bit better on the buildings. We're obviously going to see the end score, and that's when we're going to tell. I think the strongest point for OneV right now is that they are dominating in the middle. Points disruption on this desert altar are very, very good for OneV. Try to not lose so many points, and wow, if you look at the points per minute, it's still in favor of OneV. Big swarm over here. That Sky Altar is not gonna last for very long. It's gonna come back in possession of OneV. That's it. Sad faces. $290 versus 360. Plus this desert altar. But yo, the comeback from 60 GT, the moment they lost it and they're just coming back, both teams are like continuous machines of fighting. Like everywhere you're looking, there is marchers fighting, there is rallies being sent, there is marchers to reinforce, there is non-stop pressure on the buildings. The moment a march goes home is the moment it's coming out. Just out of curiosity. Let's see if he's gonna send the march out straight away. Nope, he's not. 2 marches went. No, come on, send your marches out. You have 2 marches in your city. Damn, he's slow. He's lagging. RIP. There's quite a decent ball over here from OneV trying to push for that Shrine of War. And by the way, if you all have noticed, the arc has been delivered, if you didn't notice. 1 minute ago, while I was trying to wait for Dewey to send his marches out. Which means that there is going to be 5 minutes to deliver the next arc. So when this arc is going to spawn, there's still going to be 5 minutes to deliver the last arc. I'm not sure if that is exactly what OneV planned. I have no idea. But let's see. OneV overcost heal. Arc delivered. I'm going to have a duck barbecue for OneV. Well, enjoy that. Still a little bit of a push on the buildings, but it's soon all the teams are gonna go into the middle. They're gonna have to go for the middle because that arc is gonna mean everything. And I'm not sure if you're looking at the points right now, but there is barely 3,000. There's 2,800 points lead by OneV. I think that both teams are bringing their provisioning teams. I think they are bringing everything back for this last arc. I think OneV is trying to delay this last arc rather than win it. And I see that 60 GT, I think they are bringing their marchers 100%. Look at the points. Look at the points, how fast they go up and how big. This means that the provisioning team is coming back. So they want everything for the next arc. There's only 2,000 and some points, 2,400 points lead by OneV. So all the provisioning teams are coming back. This is gonna be a very interesting middle fight on the next one. 100% 60 GT will go all out. This next arc is gonna mean everything. Look at the provisioning. Look how much they're going up. It's only 2,200 difference. 60 GT is going all in for the next arc. It doesn't matter, a couple more provisioning, a couple more minutes. That arc, that next arc is gonna be everything for 60 GT. This is gonna be a very, very close game, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very close game. I think that 60 GT will have a chance over here. 4 minutes and 20 seconds until the arc is going to spawn. And looks like OneV, they don't want to mobilize middle. There is 4 minutes and they have a heavy presence on this altar over here. Same on this one. They managed to cause points disruption on this desert altar. Yo, this game has been so intense. I'm literally wobbling right now. 3,000 points difference, but that is because OneV is just generating more points than 60 GT right now. It's gonna be very, very curious how this next arc is going to be, because I think that 60 GT will gonna go all out. It will be an all-out fight. Oof, there is no reinforcements there. Points disruption for OneV. That Xiangyu is so slow and late. 15 seconds is not going to be enough. There's not going to be enough in points disruption for 1v. Miscalculation over there. 60 GT will go all out, so is 1v. I don't think so. Oh, I mean, you never know. 3,800 points. I don't think 1v they brought all their gatherers. Or I think they are. Or it's just that is just the points per minute that they are generating. It's very hard to tell. 4,000 difference. 1v was a much higher lead. Oh yeah, they are. They are. 1v is going all out as well. They are not going to gather for the last few minutes. Yep, they are. Yeah, they are getting everything back in. Look, there is 5,000 lead. If I would have been 1v, I would have continued farming. I don't know. It's tough decisions right now. It's really tough decisions. Yep, they're going home. They're not gathering. But like I said, if I would have been 1v, I would have continued gathering. That's what I would have done. 1 minute and 40 seconds until the next arc is gonna spawn. Those marchers that are retreating from gathering will not reach middle. So I don't understand. I think that it's a little bit of a panic over here for telling those marchers to retreat. I would have continued gathering with those marchers. It's too late now to retreat. They should have done it 3 minutes ago. I think that's a slight yep, the same move to try to take down the Shrine of War. Buffs are being used in the middle. This is rushed. 60 GT is using buffs as well. They use buffs and they're looking at each other. Wow. Can you imagine that? They use buffs and they're just looking at each other. OneV is late for middle. They're definitely late. I honestly don't think that this middle fight is looking good for them. I think they've done a mistake towards the end of this game. And 60 GT has Heaven Grace. 1V has Heaven's Grace as well? What is the load time of Heaven's Grace? I don't understand. What is the cooldown? Is it that low? This is the second time 1V is using Heaven's Grace. 1V did a great job on open field marches. Usually 60 GT is winning it. Wow, looks like 60 GT, he managed to get the arc. Unreal. Decayed. And nobody is stopping him. Like I said, I think 1V done a slight mistake toward the end. They should have continued gathering. That's my call about this situation. I think that 1V should have continued gathering. Look at that, 60 GT has captured the arc again. Wow. But I think 60 GT is losing again the middle. Right, so there was no mistakes. I guess. I think that was a good call for 1V to stop gathering. Still, I would have let them gather those few marches. 1V panicking. No, I don't think they panicked. So GG to 1V. This is gonna be a super solid win, and I guess the next one is gonna be the same. 4,000 points. That's gonna be a 10,000 win difference. Bye bye.
Forces have lost control of a shrine of light. Our forces have lost control of a shrine of war.
First bad call for gathering, then right call from 1V. Electro King. Well, if they won, I mean, you can't say it is a bad call, right? It's not about deciding. If they won, if they would have lost, then it was a bad call, but they didn't. So it was a good call. Christian, thank you very much for your donation. You're rich. And for the last few minutes, obviously there's gonna be buildings pushing, but this will not make any differences. And look at this, 1V is already going offensive, pushing on the buildings. It's just that it won't make a difference. The point is gonna be huge. GG 1V. The misplay one hard push made GT lose. I don't think so. Nah, this is a big points difference. I think it's how 1V fights in the middle versus how GT fights in the middle. I think this is the difference. Your coins. Gonna count my money later. You bet all on 1V.
Imbeciles, you have failed me.
No more hope for 60 GT. Like I said, 1V is fighting on a realm that is very experienced. It makes a difference. Although, from what I've seen, it's just the difference that how 1V is fighting in the middle. I don't know how to explain it. Like, what are they doing so good in the middle? My best guess was, like I said in the previous streams, is the AoE they bring in the middle. The amount of AoE. As you see, GT is doing like Nebu, YSG, while 1V is doing Nebu and Cyrus. They are bringing Cyrus over YSG. You know, so this difference, this is what might just make the difference. I think maybe just the marchers and what they target when they go in the middle or when they fight in the middle. I think this is the difference. Thank you 1V for my coins. 60 GT, you can still win. Call back farmers. No, 60 GT already called back the farmers. They already did that. It was a great game, nonetheless. But if we look at the points, 10,000 difference, it's a big difference. We can all agree. So as I said, throughout the middle of the game, that 60 GT done better on the buildings. And you can see it over here. They have 1,600 more than 1V. But in the middle game, Bogdan, mulțumesc mult. 1V king of mid-fight. Definitely. Not much units healed. Well, probably wasn't needed. Triton, take care, brother. 1V are so well balanced on all aspects of the game. They definitely know what they're doing with Arc. That's for sure. And on provisioning, there was 650. That's probably because they provisioned for a little longer. Because 60 GT retreated all their gatherers to send everything middle. And 1V, they retreated their gatherers a little bit later. Good call, bad call, it worked. I still, in my opinion, I would have kept them gathering. Anyways. You have made my day. I think it's solid to say that they're going to win the next game as well. The way they won this game, it's gonna be a solid win on the next one. But we'll see. We'll see how next game is gonna be. Are coins coming in? No. Not yet. How much did I bet? This is how much I bet. Oh, hold on. So 5 times. So I'm gonna get 60 coins. Yes. I was surprised people doubt 1V. Bro, I think it was the hype. The hype from their KVK that people bet on them. Older players vote on 1V. These new players bet on 60 GT. Why you bet 10 only? Because if you do the daily coins, the weekly quest as well, daily quest, my apologies, you're gonna make enough coins to buy everything from the shop except the statue. So why should I risk my coins to bet and then not buy anything from the shop? You know, it's just a simple thought about it. So the rest of the days, I'll make enough coins and I'll empty the shop. I should have bet more on 1V. This reminds me of JWM versus Hong Kong Legends. Nope. The system is still calculating. 12k coins on 1V, got 25k coins. I put only 350 on 1V and brought gold chest already. Well, that's very good, Yago. Alright, let me just... what's the time? I'll use 8 hours. I forgot to use boosts today. I rushed in for the stream. And I forgot to use the boosts. Still nothing? Still nothing. Right, let me just send my gatherers out. Hopefully it will pop in. That was a great game, yo. I was expecting at least one arc. But even if GT would have taken one arc, it would have not been enough for them. That's what I think. Sixty GT had much more kills. How can they still lose fuel war? Maybe they had more kills from swarming buildings. Mail went in 26k. I still didn't got any mail. I knew 1V will dominate middle. I was expecting to be a balanced game, I'm not gonna lie. This first round, I was expecting to be a balance. At 10,000 difference, that's a big difference. I mean 9,500, not 10,000, but 9,500, 10,000 doesn't make a difference. It's still a very, very close one. You lost all your chips on the bet. You only lost half. I think you get half back. Yeah, 60 GT used Attila Nevsky and 1V was swarming Attila. So more kills. It's not, yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons, true. And 60 GT was using Jadwiga Tio. So Jadwiga does 20% all damage with a primary, and then Tio does 40% all damage with a chance. So it might have been from the swarming as well on the buildings. You won like 50,000 chips, that's it. I got the mail, I got 65 chips. Yes. Score. So I'm gonna put 5 chips on the next game. I'm gonna put on 60 GT on the next game, by the way, just in case some of you are wondering. On the next, where is it? Where do you bet? Events. Okay, so I need to wait until tomorrow. I can't bet ahead. On the next game, I will put 5 coins on 60 GT. I already explained like 4 times in the live stream why I'm betting so little. I explained it. You make enough, you generate enough coins if you do the dailies and the weeklies to get everything from the shop without betting. Betting is an addiction. You have 6 coins over. Why there is no more stuff in the shop? Plus 5 attack and defense makes the difference, I guess. 1V always dedicate 5+ marches and rally for it. I noticed that they always take it, but they want the middle. You know, this is the question. This is the thing that bugs me a little bit. They won the middle against 60 GT. Was it the first or the second? When they didn't took the Shrine of War. 60 GT put marches in and they didn't lost it. Bogdan, felicitări. By the way, I think it was the bug at the end. 1V used To the Dead, but they show Heaven's Grace. Oh, really? They used To the Dead? Because on my screen was Heaven's Grace. I mean, it was pretty visible. It was Heaven's Grace. And I know Heaven's Grace has like 36 minutes cooldown. I mean, you can use Heaven's Grace twice in a game, but it has a pretty big cooldown. Like, you have to use it at the beginning and towards the end. The coins will be transferred for the next season, right? No. It should say over here, set bets, single bets, governors, Aurix can only be earned. At the end of the event, all unused Aurix will be reclaimed as food at 1:1 ratio. Heaven's Grace was from 60 GT on last one. Yeah, I mean 60 GT did Heaven's Grace, but it showed on the screen that 1V done the same. Mulțumesc, noi am jucat împreună în AOC. Everybody's happy. Everybody made coins. Some people are sad they didn't make coins. It is what it is. But like I said, next round, I'm going to put my 5 coins on 60 GT. I have a feeling that 60 GT will have a comeback on the next game. I just have a feeling. Right, yo. I think that's about for this stream. I just want to show the Osiris League. This is KVK 3 For some of you who don't know, we are winning. We took everything. We are now destroying the last Hieron, whatever his name is, and that's gonna be it. I have the same feeling. Yep, they might have a comeback. I'm gonna put 5 coins on them. Alright, y'all, I appreciate you all for being here. Johnston, thank you very much for your donation, and everybody else, I hope you all have a nice Sunday ahead and a good week next week starting. This is your boy Geroni signing off. Peace out, y'all, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends. Don't forget to drop a like on your way out. I would highly appreciate it for the streamer.